We could have gotten this ready on time, but Discord decided to, excuse my language, shit the bed and decided to put a lot of servers on outage. So now we're finally back here for the Sunoco Red Cross Pennsylvania 200. 3 races this weekend, all taking place at separate tracks. We are here for Pocono for the Truck Series. The Shell Series will be going to Road America, and to end off the weekend, it will be a Daytona race for the Cup Series. I don't know why I said it.
Yep, so rarely in Phantom we have all these standalone races, but this is one of the weekends where it applies to all 3 series, and last time we did have standalone races was back at Knoxville and Springfield for the Shell Series at Springfield, but
But we
yeah,
haven't had 3-way standalone races in like a while, since I believe like season 5.
probably. But should be exciting, of course, and we'll see how all the drivers do. This is definitely one of the toughest tracks in the schedule, and of course, there's always gonna be big wrecks here, and we'll see how everyone does.
All right, Moff, if you want to do starting lineups, you can take it away.
All right, starting on the pole will be the number 35 of Kenya, and to his outside will be the 10 of Zevel. Row number 2, winning at Talladega just a few weeks ago, is Ryan Blaney Racing, and then Mark DeBoy in the 45. And then it is Kyle in the 71 for Wisco Motorsports, and Claude Kidboy in the 78, who just won last week. Unofficial Joe, who won at Knoxville, and Byrne in the 54. And there's Ginger, who currently leads the points by a lot, and next to him will be last season's champion Reese. 99 of Maine, who won at Rockingham, and to his outside Daytona winner, Panos Boy. And then it is last NASCAR fan in the 19, and it will be Ryan in the 32. Marmus in the 97, and then to his outside it will be the 52 of Ev. The Outlaw in the 60, and to his outside is Patrick Miller, the winningest Truck Series driver of the season. Then it is Kyle Sustry in the 81 and Torak in the 21. David Kreutz in the 62 and Trix fan in the 56. NASCAR fan then the 77 who won here in the Cup race last season, and to his outside it is BP in the 00. Then it is Lipsy in the 9, who's had a very tough season, including multiple accidents, but he'll be back this week. And to his outside will be Manuel in the 1. It'll be Sean in the 63, and it'll be Mark to his outside. Then Jessica in the 20, and Legends at his home track in the 33. Then it'll be Teague in the 50, and Slicks Flame, who started the season very well, in the 22. And then it'll be Jack Hammer in the 94, and Braden in the 05. Craig Popkers, who's certainly been in the news, not for good reasoning, but he's in the 8 for this race, and it'll be Josephi in the 74 to his outside. Then it'll be Gaming Freak in the 28, and Jeff Bolton in the 51. And then it'll be Josh in the 09, and Connor in the 14. And in the final row, it'll be Deuce Castroneves in the 02, and rounding out the field, it'll be Hector Daniel in the 23.
All right, we're in for a long one here. 60 laps around this 2.5 mile long triangle. And I missed the start. Hold on.
Oh. Yeah,
I forgot I already accelerated past the command. And I was right on the command.
But now, truck's rolling behind a pace truck there. Of course, this is the only track on the circuit on the schedule that has only 3 turns. In turn 1, I believe, I know there's different corners, but turn 1, I believe, is based on Trenton Speedway. Turn 2, Indianapolis, and turn 3 will be Milwaukee. So, 3 different corners, and here we go.
Green flag. Kenyon assuming the lead early. Help from the 12 of Ryan. Ryan Blaney Racing. They're going 3 wide.
Yep.
In the back here.
Oh, 4 wide
Watch your
up
sides.
front. Yeah. Very close racing here. This is basically a narrow track here. There's not a whole lot of room to go with, and these drivers really have to pick and choose the battles they have.
Or Rex could come out of the blue, or they'll just hit the wall like that. A lot of them just did.
Yeah. I don't think any of them have too significant damage, but yeah, they're really aggressive early on, and not sure what the preferred lane would be, but presumably the inside.
As Kyle has taken the lead.
Yep, and you see unofficial Joe in second there.
Yep, the
All the
underfunded yet overperforming Wisco Motorsports.
Yep.
And then you see Ginger, the points leader, working his way up here. Has some help with the 99
Yep.
in Maine.
And Jenner's had probably one of the most impressive seasons in all the series. Came in here as a rookie, and he's really performed.
Hasn't won a race yet, but he has that points lead
Yep.
to help him.
And House has the best finish of second that came at Darlington a couple weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
Really, a lot of these guys up here do have wins this season, as you mentioned on the starting grid.
If you see there, unofficial Joe, that win at Knoxville.
Yep. Maine with the win at Rockingham.
Ryan Blaney Racing with that win at that pretty much impressive strategy win at Talladega.
Yep. Really
Oh,
interesting call there. Oh,
here comes unofficial Joe for the lead. Trying to go for his second win of the season.
so they're side by side, but it's still very early on, so anything can happen, really.
Now you see
Look at
there
Ginger.
Ginger. As unofficial Joe to the lead. And oh my god. Not really the kind of day that the home track boy Legends has been wanting to have. Started
Yeah, of
30, he's
course.
not cycled his way back to 42nd, but he's going to try and get out of last year, battling with Slicks Flame.
Yeah, and of course, Legends on the Cup Series side, he's probably been one of the most impressive drivers, of course, and his first Cup win back at Talladega, such a huge win for him, and also has a Truck
Yep,
Series win this season back at Kansas.
trying to keep
Unfortunately,
himself consistent this season in Cup, keep him up
yeah,
there in the chase bubble.
yeah. So it seems like the inside line's the preferred line.
As we look back up front, but it feels like Joe now starting to gap field.
That's right.
Question is, how long will it take for Mark the Bully to catch up? It is a Wisco Motorsports 1-2 at the front right now, with unofficial Joe and Mark the Bully. Defending champion Reese in third, now going for second.
Up in King Barnabas in fourth. A
And
quiet
with the
yet
top,
solid run for him.
keeping on with the topic of Wisco Motorsports, 3 of their trucks inside the top 10, now top 5.
A very good run for that team. And they've been really doing well this season, of course.
First, you mentioned, and I know this is getting annoying at this point, but yet again, we must mention they're underfunded, but they have been overperforming, as
That's
mentioned.
right.
Those back-to-back wins brought by both unofficial Joe and Ev.
Yeah.
Mark the Bully up here, racing Kyle, been bringing some talent to the team.
Up and of course, Kyle, he's probably one of the most well-known drivers, of course. Had that very great rookie season in Cup last season, but unfortunately came very short of the championship, in which he's in the Shell and Truck Series now. Fortunately, has not had the best success, but still gained the getting better every week with all the setups and getting used to the cars and trucks now, considering he was in Cup for a little bit. But
Top four still connected there
yep,
to their unofficial jump. Mark the Bully, King Barnabas, and Reese. There was a
yep.
pole sitter, Kenya.
There's Patrick Miller in that two truck. He's won a couple races this season, and doing a nice job here.
Here comes Mark the Bully to the inside.
Now, side by side for Lee, but we mark the boy, that's clear. And look at this, King Barnabas moving in the second.
There's some battles going on there in the back. Still some shuffling.
Yep, and luckily we haven't had a wreck yet.
Mark the Bully now leads, trying to go.
Was it stream up?
Yeah, his Thunder just
There we go.
DM'd me
Okay.
about the whole Fanta being down safe.
Okay, gotcha.
Just got back.
It seems like at this track you can really not overdrive it because we saw a few laps ago, Unofficial Joe had about a half-second lead, and now he's lost that. As Mark the Bullet continues to pull away from the rest of the field. There's Pano's boy moving into fourth. Going for Top Course Grand Prix. Teammates with team owner, of course, Craig Popkirst in the 8th. There he is.
And Jeff
Just
Fulton
outside
with
top 10.
51.
Yeah, Jeff Fulton too. But, very good run for that team so far.
Now have 50 laps to go. Look at. You see how hard they were hitting turn one?
Yeah.
They were going a diagonal pass. Now here comes Barnabas.
Yeah, now King Barbas going for lead. He's never won in any of the series in fantasy. This is his third season, but his first full-time campaign in both Shell and Trucks, and
You know, of all the attempts and opportunities that have been given to him, ranging across from teams like Ole Miss Rebels Racing and Billy Parker Enterprises to what was going to be
Motorsports.
to what was going to be a one-off attempt with Texas Motorsports in the Shell Series. So truly, a lot of people think that Barnabas could get it done.
Yeah, and of course, going in the Cup Series next year, so he has a lot of shoes to fill, really, and he's one of the most fit. Has a best finish of second in the Shell Series that came at Phoenix and also Indianapolis earlier this season.
Yep, that number 35 Chevrolet for next season in Cup. It's going to be for his rookie campaign. Something
Yep.
that Team Owner Moff has been waiting to do.
Yep, and so far the only rookie candidate for a Cup Series next season.
Although there is rise and suspicion that that one could come to two in the form of the 22.
Yep, looks like he has a very good in Truck Series, and of course Team Penske wanting him to be in the Cup Series. Basically, excuse me, as the new star of the team, and likely will replace Patrick Miller in the 22, as it was announced that Patrick Miller will go to Aircom Roller Racing next season. So we'll see where that leads to.
And in terms of Team Penske and their Cup rookie campaign, honestly, from what I see, this would be a big step forward. Not really much has been shown out of onboard except outside of one truck win, which surprisingly was dominating at Las Vegas.
Oh yeah, and of course, as we see Slim here, I've sorry to the audience, I've been sick all week, but
Oh, you're not the only one. My throat's killing me right now. I had an endoscopy earlier today.
oh yeah, you told me about that. Did it go
Yeah.
well?
Oh, yeah, it went well. They didn't find anything that was going to cause like a massive problem.
Good to hear. Um, but Mark the Boy in second now. You can hear those tires just screeching as they enter the corner, of course, and I would assume that these guys are desperate for new tires.
There he is. All right, Mark the Bully trying to come back on the inside.
Oh, we got a
Oh,
wreck. Oh, I think it's huge. It's huge. Oh my gosh. That's a big wreck. Truex fan Ginger.
and then we're
That's a
just starting to
major
pit.
wreck. Oh man, what just happened?
Okay, at this
Legends
point,
is
you better
involved.
at this
Pray.
point, you just start hoping that you stay on the lead lap once you come out.
Oh wow, that was huge. I think I saw a couple trucks sideways too, and I wasn't sure if I was just seeing things, but I was not. But let's take a look at it. I think it started way up here actually. Um, yeah, it was definitely way up here. Uh, yeah, it was
So it
here.
started up here.
So I think it might have been with Manuel, or actually no. Oh,
No, the Devil came down on the 8.
oh wow, that was very odd there, and
Damn.
oh man, that's a big hit.
We
And
got
everyone's just trying to slow down, but they just can't really. His cash for
Dude
them
get
is going to the
involved.
wall.
Slick
Slick
Flame,
Flame,
Jerks fan.
yeah, lots of trucks. Of course, all of them were pretty fast too.
Oh,
Truex fan looks like he'll be done for the day, of course.
okay. Now the question is, did they?
Oh, 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 oh! And there goes Sean. Oh,
Okay, what was that for?
yeah. I don't know what that was about.
And it looks like they did catch back up to the leaders, although dead leaders are pitting.
Yeah. And also, Ginger, your points leader, was involved.
Safe to say Jerks fan is gone for the day.
Had a lot of damage on the 56. Yep, Legends. Very unfortunate. He'll be done for the day. A lot of trucks going behind the wall, it looks like. F34 left.
And everybody will be on the lead lap. I put them. 34 trucks left, so we still got a handful.
Oh, yeah. We're also nearing halfway, of course.
Now look at the presence of the West Coast trucks.
Green flag.
Wisco and Popkins Grand Prix locking out the top 5.
Yeah, this is what Truck Series is all about, seeing new teams that perhaps could be in the Cup Series someday, getting their chance here. And also, Mr. Beast Motorsports at the 50 and 00 up here. Also the 60, not far behind.
Now here comes the Popkins Grand Prix teammates of Panos Boy and Jeff Bolton.
Yep, and of course, as we all remember, Jeff Bolton came very
Oh,
close, and there they go, Jessica in the wall, almost up
almost.
and over. Look out, and I think we're going to be fine.
Keep an eye up here, mostly single file and double wide, so we are good up there.
Looks like some Texas Motorsport trucks involved. Actually, 3 of them.
NASCAR
NASCAR
fan,
fans.
Reese, and Jessica. Although
Wow, what?
NASCAR fan seems to not have a lot of damage. No damage, no visible damage like at all.
Yep.
Oh, because he was dodging the wreck.
Yeah, close call there for last year's Cup Series winner at this track. Looks like Patrick Miller was involved too. I would just say that's just, a lot of these guys just go for the same real estate, so it's really just part of racing, and you can't really blame anyone there.
As you see now,
Well,
Reese is out of the race.
very unfortunate for him, for the defending champion.
He was having a good run too.
Yeah.
But the caution comes now with Panos Boy up front. Although that could change with the possibility of them pitting. As we now see 33 cars left, not cars, trucks left.
Yeah.
And it looks like we're going to have some takers.
I would assume so. So they might try and stretch it to the end. I don't know if that'd be possible, but they might just do one pit stop and go from there. But we'll just have to wait and see on what they do.
And as Panos pits, his teammate now assumes the lead. Been a little bit since we've seen Jeff Bolton in victory lane.
In a while, and might be back to his winning ways. As here we go, he struck on the pit road again.
Here we go. Green flag. Oh,
All right.
yeah.
So we're gonna be 3 wide.
Here comes Ev.
And Ryan Blaney Racing getting forced to the outside, and they're really
Oh,
leaning on each other by a lot. And there's Ev's teammate right behind him.
look, there's Connor. We know the story that he's been wanting to do here at Pocono.
Yep. Was
Don't
very
forget
close to
season
winning.
7.
Yep, very close to winning the Cup race last season, but came up short too. Now his driver, NASCAR fan, as
And
like you were
Ev,
saying, go.
off that 3 wide move, takes the lead, and now it's another Wisco 1-2 up front. This time, Ev and unofficial Joe.
Yep. It's now nose to tail here. Unfair to pull away all of them forwards. And now here comes Connor on that 14, swinging it to the inside as he'll try to move to second here. They cannot complete the pass. This is what Ev wants. He wants to see these guys side by side, which can allow him to pull away.
Connor, second.
Up and looks like he'll be clear now. Look at Outlaw up here now in that 60 truck. House on the top side there. Connor Unofficial Joe just swapping positions here. Looks like Outlaw's had enough of these two battling, and he's gonna take matters in his own hands, going for second.
Joe back up to second.
All he says just jostling for position. But look at this, Ev still pulling away from the rest of the field.
Here we go.
And while we're at, let's take a look at the points here, as we have now just passed halfway. Um, so as we know, Ginger's out. I believe Slick Flame is also out of the race.
Looks
Oh,
like a
and Dude's
strategy
on
is going
pit
to be
road.
played.
Not sure if that is scheduled or not, but see where that can play out for him. But as I was mentioning, so Slick Flame and Ginger are out. Mark the Bully, Kansas Race 35 points behind Ginger, so looks like Mark the Bully will have to finish at least 6 or better if he wants to take the points lead away. Which that'll be an absolutely huge day for him. He got last NASCAR had forfeit points, only 1 point back of Mark the Bully, and then Kenyon in 5th. So a lot of these guys have a huge opportunity to take the points lead away, but of course we'll see how this race can play out.
Here comes Outlaw.
There's Outlaw closing the gap there. We all know he won at Kansas earlier this season in the Cup Series. He's had a pretty good season so far for Mr. Beast Motorsports in terms of speed and all, but um, looks like we're a few laps away from pit stops. And it might be right here. Yep, they're
Will
coming
that be in
in.
a few laps away?
Oh, throw my idea out the window. Um, but back up front, or yeah, all these guys coming in. Oh, all these guys
Gotta be
cutting each other
careful.
off. Yeah,
Now, thankfully, unlike the track, there's a wide pit road, so
yeah. It's always very good and gives the pick remember some room to work with.
alright, so it looks like I thought somebody was in the grass.
That would have turned this race upside down for sure. Official Joe now on pit road. There's gonna be some more guys coming in. Those guys on the outside, they're gonna probably stay out for a little bit longer. But they run out of fuel. It's gonna be a long ways around here. So that's Panaz Boy and Torak. Your top two, and of course
No, that is
Torak.
not your top two. Jackhammers is the top
Oh,
two.
okay, I was looking at it wrong. Oh, oh,
Or it's a lap down.
okay, gotcha. Um, oh yeah. Um, so both Panaz Boy and Torak are from the United Kingdom, so they're having a little bit of a battle here. Looks like these guys are. Oh, Teague's coming in, Maine's coming in. Oh,
Oh,
Kenyon's out.
and what did I talk about? I think he's in turn three though, so we can make it back.
Yeah, he can make it back, but that's gonna be costly for him.
Yeah, what did we talk about?
Yeah,
Don't
if the other trucks are out, but just double
don't.
check if there
That's
is.
what I'm talking. That's what we're talking about. Don't stretch it at Pocono. Stuff like that will happen.
Yeah. I guess looks like these guys will make it probably.
Old Panos coming. I mean, it looks like he's gonna.
He'll be coming in. Some of these guys will probably only have to do like one more pit stop and they'll be good. And so Kenyon finally getting some service. He's out in the way, but very unfortunate for him.
An eye on where the leader is. He's right there where old Pan was. Shift down. Will he stay in the top 10? It looks like he might.
Yep, and looks like he'll be out ahead of the other trucks, but there's Josh going around the outside of him.
Might go up to run Jeff Bolton now going for second.
Side by side through the corner there to represent Indianapolis Motor Speedway, as we mentioned. They're turn three. The turn is supposed to represent Milwaukee and the Milwaukee Mile. Um, one of the most famous short tracks on the circuit. Not in the Fanta Cup Series, any of the series, but regardless, so very well known by a lot of people.
Banon's boy will shuffle back out to 12th.
Not bad, but not great. Unless I go bold pitch strategy, I'm gonna say one of these three is definitely gonna win.
He just passed by the halfway point. Closing in on 20 laps to go. The final 20 laps of this race.
At this track, what Ev can do, it's a very common effect in the real life racing, but these guys sometimes do the snake effect where they go all the way down the track and then back up to the top. And I kind of do that until the turn as a way to break the draft, in which that could be a factor in how Ev can win this race. A switch now, top three, still nose to tail, not willing to make a move just yet. Of course, we still have one pit stop left. We're going to see how that can play out and decide who can win this race.
Now Panas came in a little late, so he'll have the fresher tires. Although he's trying to find his way around. Oh, he fell back to 15th. It's a field. Let's go through the field. What you see up there, there's the leader, F. Risco Motorsports in the number 52. Ford, currently leading. One Michigan would like to give Whitfield their third truck win of the season. Try
They're
to
very,
bring try to bring that small team up to greater heights. And you see
yeah,
Jeff Bolton there in the number 51 Jello Chevrolet. He was a contender for the championship last season, and now he's going to try and come back to be a contender for wins.
and you have Outlaw in the 60, of course, probably one of the most experienced drivers of any of these drivers in the field. And he's been in this league since the very beginning, including winning the inaugural championship in the Fanta Cup Series. Won a winless draft for a little bit, but eventually won at Kansas. But now in the Truck Series here, having a very solid run for Mr. Beast Motorsports, a team owned by both Mark and Truex fan. Yeah, Ryan Blaney Racing, of course, we all know he won at Talladega, making his return as well. He had been away from Fanta Cup Series competition in all series for a little while, but he is back and of course had that very amazing call at Talladega to win him the race. And but really, other than that win he got, he's had a very abysmal season. But maybe this could be the day he can turn things around going forward.
I get that done for. They got Connor there in the 14, sponsored by the New York Mets. The Darlington winner of this season. We know how much this track meant. We don't know how much this track started meaning to him ever since last season in the Fanta Cup Series. Tried pulling off the strategies in terms of pit stops, but wasn't able to shut the deal. And then you see it there side by side with him, last NASCAR fan in the 19.
Yeah, that's been a really big season from last NASCAR. Not only full time in trucks and shell, but also made his Cup Series debut at Talladega earlier this season, filling in for Truex fan after his suspension. But a lot of big things for him, and see where last NASCAR could go from here. But he's having a nice run here at Pocono so far.
The
And
zero.
unofficial Joan is 0. Of course, we all know he won at Knoxville. I believe this is his first full time season, if I'm not mistaken. But
Yes, he was
uh,
part time last season in
okay,
the
yeah, so
08. I believe that was for the team.
yeah. But otherwise, he's doing a nice job here. Um, Still don't know what he'll do for next season, but of course, doing good so far here today. Then you have Josh O'Neill, who earlier this season was leading the points by a lot, but ever since then he's on a bit of a a dry spell, if you will. But driving for Ardent Motorsports, having a bad run here, of course, and also one of the few full-time drivers in all three series. Driving for Ardent Motorsports in trucks, Eric Amaral Racing in Shell, and then Michael Cormez Racing in Cup. So a lot of racing for him to do, but I'm sure he enjoys all of it. And there's Jack Cameron, the 94. Speaking of Michael Cormez Racing, there
And
is
speaking
one
of
of his
that,
trucks.
there's the 94 of Jackhammer in the Sprite Chevrolet. He kicked off the season with a bang, a runner-up finish at Daytona. Has been trying to keep up with the consistent finishes that he's been wanting to get. Been all over the place, but he's trying to mostly, stay in like the top 15, top 10 range. Do wonders for him. And then,
That's right.
I guess we'll go over both of them since they're in a few about Josh. Ryan Indy 32, a new face in the Truck Series. Signed with JL Motorsports. This season, a one-truck operation. Is Ryan at number 32 NHL Toyota, one of the rookies. And then who used to be a rookie now having a sophomore season, Mark Naboli, the third Wisco truck up here, and number 45 Culver's Ford. Trying
Yeah,
to bring more power to Wisco Motorsports, of course. Him and Unofficial Joe trying to learn from Kyle and Ev. Speaking of Ev, going back up to him, still leading the race, coming to 10 laps to go and possibly to the next pit stop.
that's right. So they're going to be side by side for a second. Here comes Outlaw to the inside. Those corners racing there.
Oh,
Right, expect some
really
guys to pit
close
very
racing.
soon. Wait a minute. There's dudes coming on pit road. I think Ev's coming in. This is going to be the money stop.
Ev's in. Outlaw and Jeff Bolton staying out. NASCAR fan, Ryan Byrne, Patrick Miller, Tornak all coming. If I'm Panos, I probably wouldn't pit late like I did last time. Of course, you got the fresh tires in that situation. Then you get held up by the pack, you'll probably lose a draft within a couple of laps.
That's right.
As now it's going to be Unofficial Joe staying out. Jackhammer, Mark the Bully.
This is likely everyone's last pit stop here.
Kyle. Man, I was asking his team undercut or overcut. Trying to think of a decision. Trying to think up of a decision here. We saw how last time went. They could try and do it again. And
Their best
there
strategy.
is Unofficial Joe.
They're probably going to go with the 0 here, which he's pitting right here.
What will Panos do? Is he going to stay out? Is he going to come in?
Staying out.
He's staying out. Looks like you're going to try and overcut again. Risky decision by the 53 team.
Rewind. And get very tight here. And Mark the Bully gets shot off the racetrack.
Now it's Jackhammer leading. Coming to 10 to go. Close again on 10. So should probably be in this one, no pit.
Or its own down the wall back there. Couldn't tell. Can see who it was, but I think we're gonna stay green here.
But
There's
Teague and
Tegan.
Mark Foley will be there. Now they're hoping that Kenyon doesn't make the same mess up and actually comes in and not waste his fuel.
Is.
It looks like, yeah, he'll come in. He knows better. He knew better from last time. So Ev will get back that lead once cycle's over.
He has a very commanding lead over the other two trucks he was battling with earlier. There's Jackhammer likely going to come on the pit road now.
And here comes Jackhammer. Here comes the rest. And again, I mentioned it again. I don't think overcutting was the best idea. There comes the leaders, and yeah, Panos is not done pitting yet.
There's some last few trucks coming off of pit road here. And there's a couple more
Mark,
coming in.
Bailey Parker, and Kenyon only not Braden only did. And once we're done with pit stops, it will be Ev with the lead with less than 10 to go. Top three within a blanket.
That's right. All three of these together again, but see who's going to be willing to challenge the 52 for this win. Of course, Jeff Bull and Ella putting up a valiant fight against Evan the 52.
Closing in on
They're
5
just,
laps to go.
yep, they're all just sliding through the corners, pushing their trucks to the limit. Last NASCAR fan maybe just too far behind, but he's distanced himself from other trucks as well. I do believe Ev was the first to pit, so I would think that Bolton and Ella, I do believe that they have fresher tires, but we'll see if that can play into effect, of course. As it stands, we're coming to 6 laps to go here at the Tricky Triangle.
They're going to come back around. Take 5 laps to go.
Yep, as laps are winding down. So if Outlaw and Bolton want to win this race, they got to think of a way to get around the 52 has been just very competitive all race long.
If they need to do it, they need to do it soon.
That's right. It's now or never, really.
Yes. 4 laps to go.
Let's see what's going to happen here. Outlaw might just be losing a little bit of touch with the leaders. But look at Bolton. He's got to run. Is it good enough? He's just right there.
It looks
He's
good.
doing
Here he
it. He's
comes.
making this move. And it's side by side. Jeff Bolton going for the lead. Will it be enough, though? And Jeff Bolton returned to his winning ways. It'll be his first win of the season.
Here
It's now
comes Outlaw.
Outlaw. That's right. 3 laps to go.
And the question turns on what will Bolton to do to what will Ev do?
Let's just see what happens. He might have burned up his stuff, but of course, never say never. Two laps to go here at Pocono. It is all Jeff Bolton with the lead. Ev there in second. Is there anything he can do? He might just have to back up to that 60 and get a run on that 51 at the right moment, of course. Because now they're going to come out of turn 3 here. They're going to take the white flag.
Here we go. Coming out of 3. That's 3. To take the white flag one more time around for the 51. Will I be able to do anything? We saw how he won Michigan.
Yep, and Bolton may have just made that move right, and that could win the move of the race here. As now, as they're hanging down back straightaway here, I feel like Bolton has the race in the bag unless he messes up. One more corner to go.
I could try one final jump, but I don't think he'll be able to make it. He won't. But that's going to be it.
Returning to his winning ways.
It's going
Coming
to be
off
it.
turn 3.
Defending, he will become Jesus Christ, 1.5. The Jeff Bolton wins the poker. He's back to victory line there.
Want to run there by a 51 of Jeff Bolton. He made that move at the very perfect time. And what a win for him in Pop Grace Grand Prix.
You just fall.
Right,
What
the
the hell? Oh,
results.
there's a lot of more people in here than we started.
Let's see who's in here. Oh, decent
Oh,
amount of people.
you're fucking kidding me.
But
Legend, shut the fuck up.
no, I mean we could just look at the stream.
I didn't scroll down in the results on the stream.
Uh, uh,
I don't remember.